how do you enable partners with these tools, even if they don't have, an e-commerce storefront? Is there anything that you're doing to help businesses?
Yeah, I do think there's always, there's a great marriage between some sort of guided shopping experience and e-commerce. However, guided selling works for anyone that's looking to, to purchase, especially in our case, an appliance. And so one of the things that we found is that it was a great educational tool, especially when you're talking about your sales associates. And as a sales associate, the more comfortable you feel with the product and the more you can talk to the features and that value, there's a greater chance that that's the product that you're going to be presenting and sharing with the consumers that cross your path. So there's a great educational element there as well for the sales associate, even if you don't have e-commerce available. I would argue that even if you don't have e-commerce on your site, building that confidence with the consumer of understanding how your needs as a consumer are matched with the product is valuable in and of itself, even if the transactions happen somewhere else.
No, absolutely. And that kind of leads to another question, especially around your JennAir role. Because JennAir is such a luxury brand and consumers have that ability to really customize, the design element of the products that they choose. So how has that configurator functionality, how has that helped showcase, those products more effectively?
Yeah, so we were talking very macro about how the decision journey or the shopping journey can have some complexity. Well, when you look at the luxury space, with all the different configurations and customizations, it also can potentially lead to confusion for the consumer. So if you have an experience, and what the configurator has done for us with Zuvu is it's allowed us to answer all the important questions when you're buying an appliance, so that you're able, as a consumer, without having prior knowledge of this space, to walk through step by step what's important, what you need to know, kind of even get a sense of what you want exactly. And then you at the end of that experience, now you're confident. You know what's available, what I'm looking for, and what could have potentially been looked at as complications or complexity now looks like flexibility, personalization, and value. And so for us, Zuvu's been a great guide in helping us get a consumer from potentially being in a confusing and complex situation into more of a value-add, configurable, personalized experience.
Oh, yeah, like you kind of take those in-store sales associates or the kind of the consultants kind of for granted, because when you're doing like a home renovation project, like there's just so much information overload.
Mm-hmm.
So having that guided experience is so critical, especially for purchases like appliances. Um, I'm going through that right now with some home renovations right now, and I know that could take off a load off my chest when it comes to the decision making process.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Because it's one of
so
those things you want to get right, especially because you're not. This is a larger purchase, so you don't want there's already some anxiety that comes in, I think, with that, and so the faster we can help you see the value and making sure you're getting the result you want, the better you're going to feel about it as a consumer.